camera at the computer.
You can look at me. No, me. It's fine. We're on. Hey guys, Kelly Walker Slaughter here, your host of Warren First 931. We are live here on Facebook and YouTube this morning. Again, we'll work out all the kinks with Instagram. It's okay. It's been a Monday. Everything's on vacation. But with that said, we are starting off this morning with special in-studio guest Amanda Sane with NHC. Woo, woo. We were texting yesterday because I needed some information, which I'll get that later today, which was absolutely fine. See, goes off all the time. But with that said, you have something special you're cooking up for your NHC.
Ooh, I do. Yep. So July the 12th is a big day for us. We are taking a group of patients to Grand Ole Opry.
Mm-hmm.
We have done a similar trip 3 or 4 times in the past, but it's been before COVID, before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be our biggest crew that we're taking. We're taking 17 patients to the Grand Ole Opry July the 12th.
That
we are
so much
excited.
Fun.
Oh, we're so excited.
And with that said, not only are you taking the 17 patients, but you're also taking their caregiver too, because each person needs somebody to take care of them.
That's
correct?
right.
Yeah.
So it's not just a hop over to the Mexican restaurant and eat lunch and get back to the center in a couple-hour trip. This is like a 12-hour trip we're talking about. So not all, but most of our folks that are going are in wheelchairs. So every patient will have a person dedicated to them for the whole day, to help them push them in their chair wherever they need to go. We're going to stop at Cracker Barrel and eat supper. They're excited about Cracker Barrel. Me too.
Oh, I love Cracker Barrel.
They, just to be dedicated to whatever they need for the night. They are going to be pampered for the day. Somebody one-on-one with them for the whole trip, and it's going to be
so
awesome.
Much fun. And so what you're looking for to help fund this is there's going to be T-shirt sponsors, meal ticket sponsors, and you said Opry ticket sponsors.
Right.
And so with that said, if somebody just wanted to sponsor one person, it's how much?
So there are options.
Okay.
Not everybody could pay for a $70 Opry ticket.
Right.
I get it. That's a lot of money. We have had some folks already just chip in a certain amount of money. So we have got some coverage already. We need sponsors for Opry tickets. Those are $70.
Yeah.
Of course, we got the group rate because I think we have 38 total tickets, 17 patients, 17 escorts, and 2 bus drivers.
Mm-hmm.
So, Opry tickets are $70. At Cracker Barrel, I mentioned that. I just kind of ballpark $20 a person for a meal. So we're looking for meal sponsors, and then I also brought
she brought the
some
T-shirts.
We're gonna show it up big.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Da, da, da.
Yeah.
We're gonna show it up big at the Opry with some tie dye. I don't know if Opry, classic country, and tie dye go together, but I like tie dye, so it's going to this time.
It's summer. Why not?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And they like it. I love tie dye.
I love tie dye too. I should have been a hippie. I love tie dye.
Right. I think that's what I always tell my mom. I wish I was born like in the 50s and the 60s, 70s era, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Because the music was great and the vehicles looked really cool. But with that said, if they want to donate to you guys, how can they do that?
Okay, so on our NHC McMinnville Facebook page, maybe even today, but by tomorrow anyway, I'm going to put all the sponsorship information there, what the options are, the price of each, and how they can pay. Of course, anybody can come by the center. It's 928 Old Smithville Road. We're kind of catty corner of Walmart and right across from Fast Pace. Folks can stop by there, and that's really what I'd prefer. If they wanted to stop by the center or don't mail cash, but mail a check, or stop by and pay cash or check there at the center. If that's not an option, listen, I'm a Venmo person.
Yes,
convenience is important to a working mom. Okay,
it is.
I will have my personal Venmo as an option, but I want to be sure if folks need that option that they get me their mailing address so I can mail them the receipt for their donation.
I got you. That's awesome. So again, guys, if y'all are interested in helping provide this awesome Opry trip in July for some of the NHCers this summer, please help them out. And if anybody has any information that they need that she just announced, you can find it on our Facebook page or our Instagram, all of that, all our social media stuff. And like I say, if you want to give me the money and I'll give it to Amanda, I've done that before when we did
That works too.
nursing home Christmas. You know, it was a whole thing. So whatever's going to be convenient to y'all, we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. Opera your bust, baby.
Yeah. Now, is there, while I got you, is there anything else going on this summer exciting that? Now, I know you got the popsicle things going on, right?
We do. So starting this week, every Friday in June, July, and August, we are starting something called the Popsicle Classics.
Yes.
So every Friday at 3 o'clock on the front porch, we're going to have someone with an antique vehicle of some kind on the porch handing out popsicles. That's going to be sponsored by our NHC Advantage program. But, fresh air and sunshine does a body good. It gives patients an opportunity to be outside a few minutes. If their families are vitamin D, baby. If their families are there visiting, they can swing out with them. It's for the partners, too, for the employees, too, because healthcare is not always easy. No. A little popsicle could go a long way.
Oh, I know. So. I love it. I thought when I saw y'all post that, I go, this is going to be so much fun.
It'll be great.
I love it.
It'll be great.
Because y'all always seem like y'all come up with a lot of ideas to keep, your clients entertained and just at an at-home environment.
That's my goal. Yeah. I want them to feel at home, but I also like opportunities to keep them connected to the community. I love that. Not everybody that's there is from Warren County, but most of them are. We've got the cornerstones of the community there, the teachers, the preachers, the
cops, everything.
We've got all kinds of folks there. So just keeping them connected to the community that they know is really important.
I understand that. I love that, connected to the community. We should start a thing. Yeah, I love it. Okay, anything else before I let you go?
Be looking for the TC Bryant Band playing in our parking lot.
When are they going to come?
TBD.
Oh, to be announced. Yeah. I was like, is that another band?
Soon.
Because I do know, speaking of them, they will be opening up Main Street Live this Friday.
They are.
So, and that's what, again, so make sure you make plans for that. Because, again, I always say this, and everybody's like, well, they do open up, they open up for the fair. I'm like, no. I want them to be the band at the fair one year. Because the way they play classic country to classic rock to the mix that they all do.
They're awesome.
Timmy and them do an awesome job. And if y'all haven't seen them, please check them out. They're going to be at Main Street Live this Friday, kicking it off, as they should.
That's right. And I've been in contact with Joe with the Assisted Living Band too. Planning things in advance for the fall. We don't want to be outside in the dead of summer, but in the fall they love music. We have got a super active overall group of patients right now, and they like doing all the things. They want to be doing the live music, sitting on the porch, having cookouts, playing chess, they're busy.
I was going to say,
keep them busy.
The one event I'm going to try to go to, just to give you a heads up, is that free rock painting thing on the 15th.
Fun.
So they can add it to the
snake,
to Miss Rocky.
Rocky, yeah,
Rocky to the snake. Cool. If you haven't, we'll talk about that more later.
Yeah, that's cool.
But anything else?
Opry or bust.
All right. I hope this works out. I cannot wait. That's so much fun. I love the Opry, especially with all they do. But all right, you good, girl?
I'm good.
All right, everybody tell Amanda bye.
Bye, you guys.
Bye. Okay. I'll walk you out the door, boo, and I'll come right back.
All right.
I'll lock you out.
Thanks, ma'am.
Anytime.
Having me on.
I love you. Anytime you got anything going on, let me know.
When I get that posted this week, I'll
text me.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm back. All right, so that was Miss Amanda Sane with NHC. Again, if you want any of that information, like she said, they're going to be their June fundraiser, getting ready for their July event at the Opry. Again, T-shirt sponsorships is $20. Ticket sponsorship is $70, and also the meal ticket is $20. So honestly, if you guys, if everybody just pitch in together, this could really be done in a couple of weeks or so, honestly. Let me see what I missed as people have been calling and messaging. All right. Let me get back to what I was doing. Later. And tomorrow we'll get back to our normal routine. Almost had StreamYard connected to Spotify this morning, and then it went wackety woo. But it is Monday, June the 3rd. Don't forget, first and foremost, if you are wanting a local voice newsletter digitally sent to you, because every Monday we send out a newsletter telling you about the past weekend events, upcoming events, city and county stuff that's going on. We also talk about, if you missed it, which now I'm like drawing a blank in my head, but we talked about the Steve Goolsby in this latest edition. We talked about the Steve Goolsby fundraiser and how much it raised. So if you want to check that out and more, which, a little teaser, we raised a little bit over 20K. Whoop, whoop. I was so excited. And Shorty and them were so grateful and thankful for everything we did. We also talked about in our newsletter, it's a day to remember, United We Stand. Tunnels to Towers was over the weekend, in case you missed it. Warren County Youth Leadership Packs a Purpose for Home. Again, I know this is a couple of weeks old, but one of our writers, Miss Sheila Fan, is a huge part of home, and she wanted to write an article about this. And of course, we wanted to write about last week, but it was Memorial Day week, and we wanted to focus on that. But you can check that out. You can check out the how the community raised $20K for Steve Goolsby and his wife, and helping with medical expenses and more. Also, shout out to my girl, Paige Northcutt, owner and operator of USA Gym. She was MIA all last week, and I'll be honest, I'm going to say this on air because I love her to death. I thought she just was visiting family, because she does that a lot during the summer, because that's when she has a lot of free time, but who has free time? But I want to give her a kudos, a shout out, a shine. We did a little blurb. This is last minute. She's the first female ever to get inducted into her school Hall of Fame. That's where she was last week. So if you didn't see Paige at swim team or swimming lessons or at the USA Gym, she was inducted, and I will say this again, how it says, it was their inaugural Hall of Fame induction ceremony in Florida, and Paige received the honor of the first female inductee. And then you can see all the pictures and stuff, which of course was provided for her. I asked her, how excited was she? She said she was just overwhelmed with emotions, as she should. Also, make sure you check out this week's newsletter, because I say it, Walker's Trivia has changed, and it's actually about the Cumberland Caverns. And I say that because his kids column this week is actually about Cumberland Caverns. Him and his Mimi took a little trip this weekend to the Cumberland, and he had so much fun. He's like, Mama, that's what I want to write about. So that's what we did. And of course, Second Chances, that page is back. We have a new dog to introduce, Suede. So make sure you check that out. And then if you missed last week, the fundraiser reception for Paul Sherrill, we talked a little bit about that, as well as the next two upcoming events. Now, with that said, in the One Nation page, going on today at 6 p.m. is the Warren County Democratic monthly meeting that's held at Nilo's Mexican restaurant. So it's always every first Monday of each month is the Democratic Party. And then this has been the rescheduled one. The Warren County Republican Party is having theirs on June 17th. It's going to be in the early voting room in the Warren County Admin Building. The event description is they're going to have a special guest speaker, Scott Kelly, there. And I want to say, it's at 6 o'clock as well. So, again, if you have, whether you're Republican, Democrat, or an independent, and you would like to get your political stuff out there so people can hear and know, please let us know so we can put it in our calendar. And of course, Kelly's picnic picks. This week I went with a delicious, because people are like, how do you eat as much vegetables as you can? Well, I have this cool recipe. It's a super green pasta salad recipe, and it is delicious. It is yummy. It is packed full of greens. Pretty much one serving is enough for one person to almost get all the, the vegetables they need in one setting. Also, I'm a huge fan of chicken salad, and I love making these chicken salad sandwiches. And last but definitely not least, I just recently made these. It's a veggie rainbow picnic pie. And essentially, it's a sandwich. Let's just call it what it is. But it is so delicious. And it takes a little bit, but it's well worth it once you get it all done. But again, make sure if you would like a newsletter, you can text the keyword local voice with your email address. Don't forget local voice with your email address to 931-305-0869. And that will get you on our newsletter that is emailed out digitally every Monday morning between 6:30 and 7:30 in the morning. We did have a couple corrections. I haven't sent out the new one yet, but I will later. There's just a title correction and stuff. But other than that, you can also pick up hard copies as well. Where'd it go? The hard copies are available at these locations: McMinnville Warren County Chamber of Commerce, Jay's Restaurant, USA Gym, Gateway Tire and Service, Cumberland Biscuit Company, Tops Frozen Yogurt, Metro Deli, Children's Advocacy Center at the 31st Judicial District, Kimmy's Tea Room, the Detention and Elementary, Pinnacle Orthopedics, also McMinnville Drug Center, Prater's Barbecue, Reddick Brown Ford, Elegant Dog Spa, The Hitch Outfitters, Tammy's Market, and Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy. And then we already got a few more new people coming on board. And before I mention those, I just want to make sure they're good with it when I go visit them today. And then I'll fix the post and change it for you guys. Lots of stuff are going on in case you missed it. And I think I left let me see where I put it. Hold on. Okay, found it. Okay, back at it. So much has been going on this week. If you do have an event that is important to you, it's also important to us. Remember that, okay? Because I just want you to know. We got some red ribbons coming up in case the next one that I have on the agenda is a week from tomorrow. The Tennessee Cow Rescue, Sammy Farms, is doing their ribbon cutting at their location as well. Okay. There we go. Where'd it go? First and foremost, just off the top of my head while I'm looking at everything, tomorrow is a big day in town. Over the weekend, I'll just talk about this now as I'm pulling this up as two. If you haven't heard, the Chris Stafford released over the weekend on Saturday. Let me go back to it. Because there was so much that went on. Let's see. Okay. So over the weekend on Saturday, Chris Stafford, District Attorney General for the 31st District Criminal Division, he sent out his press release and on about the Mr. Sid Stanton and his wife. On May the 28th, a criminal investigation began into allegations of animal abuse and or neglect at the direction and under the supervision of Direct Attorney General Chris Stafford and Warren County Sheriff Jackie D. Matheny Jr. The criminal investigation resulted in a discovery of evidence that resulted in investigators with the DA's office, Warren County Sheriff's Department, the McMinnville Police Department executing multiple search warrants on properties located across the Warren County, Tennessee area. The properties searched between May 28th and May 31st. It included properties located on Sparta Highway, Smithville Highway, the Fairgrounds Road, Morrison Street, and Bluff Springs Road. The execution of the search warrants revealed various animals, including dogs, horses, and cattle, that were suffering from various forms of abuse and or neglect. The animals were seized by law enforcement officials and immediately transferred to animal control agencies from Warren County and across the state of Tennessee. Despite the abuse and or neglect suffered by the animals, 17 dogs, 58 horses, and 66 head of cattle were rescued and placed in the appropriate placements across Warren County and the state of Tennessee. It says, based on the evidence found at each of the above named locations, as of May 30th, Sidney Smith Stanton III was arrested on 73 counts of felony, second offense animal cruelty on May 31st, 2024. Mr. Stanton's bail was set at $150,000 by the Warren County Judicial Commissioner. He is currently free on bond. Also, based on the evidence found at the Sparta Highway property, I'm going to say Arvelia Joyce Stanton was arrested on 15 counts of Class A misdemeanor, first offense animal cruelty on May 31st. Miss Stanton's bail was set at $15,000 by the Warren County Judicial Commissioner. She is currently free on bond. The pair will next appear in court before General Sessions Judge Ryan J. Moore for their arrangements on Tuesday, June the 4th at 8:30. So tomorrow is their court appearance, their first one. General Stanford and Sheriff Matheny want to thank the following governmental and volunteer organizations and individuals for their critical help in the roundup, rescue, and placement of the surviving animals. One, of course, is the Warren County Animal Control, Horse Haven of Tennessee, Volunteer and Premier Laquan, Howie Horse Rescue, State of Tennessee Department of Agriculture, State of Department of Agricultural Crime Unit, Brandon Stubblefield, Josh Reed, Kevin Hatfield. We also want to recognize and honor the other volunteers and citizens, which are too many to name here, that stepped up and made sure animals were treated with care and compassion during this operation. These organizations and volunteers selflessly sacrifice their time, effort, and resources purely out of the common desire to rescue these helpless animals. Many of the organizations are underfunded, understaffed, and underappreciated in many circles. However, General Stanford and Sheriff Matheny sincerely extend their appreciation for all of their selfless individuals do on a daily basis to save and better the lives of innocent animals. We all owe them a full support of debt of gratitude. We want to assure the community that these crimes will be met with accountability for those responsible. We will also continue to put the needs of animals and those that helped rescue them first. Thankfully, many animals were able to be rescued and their lives forever improved because of the good work done this week. Please pray with us for the health and well-being in the surviving animals in these days, weeks, and months to come. So, sincerely, Chris Stanford, District Attorney General, and Jacob Matheny Jr., Warren County Sheriff. So, and I just read that verbatim because that's what the press release is, and that's what it should be. Again, if you want, you can message us at 931-305-0869. We are taking up donations for the Darling Farms Rescue and Rehab Facility that has a lot of these animals. I did notice over the weekend, Holly Cox and them at, I think it was Hawk, they donated some dog food and such to them as well. They have a whole list of items that they are in need of. And we did share that on our page as well. Let me see if I can find it right quick. No. Because like I say, it's so crazy. Here it is. Yeah. So the Darling Farms, Inc. Rescue and Rehab. As of right now, they have over 50 plus horses and lots of dogs. So we're networking to provide transport, shelter, and medical needs for these animals. They are in dire need of the following: dog kennels, horse halters and lead ropes, dog leashes and collars, fencing and materials for extra quarantine room, hay, grain, monetary donations for transport, medical and farm bills. And then they also said an alfalfa, hay, and pellets. Excuse me. There are several ways you can help with the animals as well. They have on their account, there's a PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and Zilla. Darling Farms Inc. is a 501c3 nonprofit animal welfare organization. So there you go. And if you want, I'm going to pin this for right now so you guys can have it. And check them out, please, because without the support, I always say this, without the community support, this town is nothing, because we understand here that it takes a village, and that's why I feel like we work so well together. Let's see. Talked about that. Shout out to Cody Denoff. If you missed at the Park Theater, of course, had the ultimate Elvis experience. Excuse me. He performed Saturday night as well. And then a shout out to so many. I'm just doing a recap of what happened over the weekend as well. Well, of course, it was the 6th annual Tunnel to Towers, Middle Tennessee 5K run and walk. Ryan J. Moore and others were just a few to name that were the water stations that night, because it was rain or shine. Don't forget to check out Robert McCormick. Their website is up and running. You can go see him at www.robertmccormicktn.com. We also shared that on our page as well. It's got upcoming events, our meet and greets, things like that. So if you want to see what he's all about and what he's doing, do that. Also, just recently, briefly, I'll talk about it. We had a good friend of ours, family member pass, and anybody in this community, like I said on my red ribbon cutting, you are my family. And if there's something that you need, I'm going to be here for you. And so with that said, Carly Wanamaker, she passed away over the weekend, and they are doing a GoFundMe page, and so you can click on that and donate. If you have any questions, you can contact Shannon Wellman. But it's just so sad. She does have a daughter, a young daughter, Layla, and so the funds can. I know today they're making arrangements. So if you want to donate at Highs during the service, you can as well. And just make sure you say donate to the Carly Wanamaker funeral service or Layla Wanamaker, so she can get that money, because, she's such a young girl, Another cool thing that is going on that we got to talk about, Motlow State Community College is doing a robotics boot camp for ages 15 to 19 on 3 of their campuses. So with that said, the McMinnville one is coming up next week. I'm going to kill this fly. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to hit my face, and y'all are going to be like laughing at me. This is going to be comical, so everybody record this. Because I'm going to hit my face. With that said, it's for ages 15 to 19 years old. You learn to code, operate real robots, join the fun, earn a Motlow certificate. Limited slots are available. Use the link to register. Right now, the 3 locations available is Fayetteville, McMinnville, and Smyrna. Now, McMinnville dates are June 11th through the 13th. The morning camp is 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and afternoon camp is 1 to 4. And that's going to be June 11th through the 13th. But if you can't do that and you like robotics and your kid likes this stuff, you can actually go to Fayetteville. That's July 9th through the 11th. And Smyrna is July 23rd through the 25th. And this is a free robotics summer boot camp for ages 15 to 19. So if your kid is into this, you got to get them on it, man, because I was going to let Walker do it, but he's not old enough yet. He would love doing this stuff. A shout out once again to McMinnville Moving and Storage here in Warren County. Scott and the gang, they did a shout out yesterday. A big thanks to everyone who scheduled the free donation pickup to help families in crisis new beginnings. Rain or shine, our amazing crew came together, and your generosity was overwhelming. We even had to get a second unit for FIC because this was such a huge success. And they also, like I said, June 1st was also McMinnville Moving and Storage's 6 years in business. It was their anniversary. So, again, donation day was a huge success. Their anniversary was a huge success. So, thanks to Scott and them at McMinnville Moving and Storage for such an amazing opportunity. Keep watching. Over the weekend, Elegant Day Spa, or Dog Spa, I should say, Elegant Dog Spa, which where my dogs go. Over the weekend, they did the grand opening of their Practical Magic Finds. Now, Angel and her mother have a 5,000 square foot facility, and they were trying to figure out what can they do with all this space. And so they have been ever so growing. I love it. But Practical Magic Finds is a place where they have different types of boutiques in there. Everything from gently used secondhand stuff, that's really nice stuff, to handmade, homemade stuff, to gowns, whether you need them from prom or for, the fair, fairs to the fair, things like that. And they even have like Play-Doh and silly putty, and they even have this, I want to call it, I think it was called the Salem's corner, which it had like, if you're into the Sanderson sisters and things like that, they had some stuff like that as well. But I do, a lot of people don't know this, but when I clean my house, I like to, they say, and I've been doing this a lot, to help kill the bacteria in the air, you can actually light sage, and something in that burning, and it just kills the bacteria in the air. And so I've always ordered a certain type of sage online on Amazon, or when I go to Cookville or Murfreesboro, I just stop somewhere and get it. But you can now get different types of sages, different smells, by the way, at Practical Magic Finds. And I think that's so neat, and everything's just, it's just cool. So we did do a little video over the weekend to showcase their little, finds, and it's just great. I love seeing our community grow ever so. And just like I say, we need to be lifting us up. And so that's why I cannot wait to show you all my next Local Roots segment for that. Also, too, over the weekend at the Steve Goolsby benefit, the On the Road Again show once again did it, as always, performed strong. And it's just so great living in a community where people love to get dressed up as country legends, Elvis Presley's, and new up and comers like Luke Combs, And that said, it was so much fun seeing my son and my husband on the stage at the Violet Community Center doing what they do best with the Blues Brothers, and seeing our daughter just in awe. If you watch in the video, she's the one that's on the green mat just stopping. She danced the entire time to everybody else, but when it was their turn to get up, and she knew who they were, but she didn't even say their name. She just kind of was like, you can see her move her head. It's the cutest thing. But she was just in such awe. And so I was so glad I recorded that because, kids grow up so fast. And don't blink, because when you do, they're already grown up. And I say that because I have a nephew that is 22 years old. And I still feel like he's Walker's age. Sometimes in my head, I'm like, God, there's no way you got to be in your 20s. But now that I have, Walker's fixing to be 10, baby girl is going to be 2, on the 24th of this month, as well as I'll be 40 this month. Woo! Time really does fly, and that's one reason I love doing what I do for the community like this now. It gives me that free time that I need to fill my family cup. So thank you. Thank you very much. I did talk about this last week. We already got some funds in for the Darling Farms Inc. rescue and rehab for animals. With that said, we did make a post about this. We have so many great nonprofits in our area that work diligently to help those in need. And we're trying to compile a list so anyone looking to volunteer or donate will know where to go. If you know of any 501c3 accredited nonprofits in the area that's not listed here, please let us know in the comments. Thank you for your help or helping to keep Warren first. And with that said, we already have some comments going on, but my goal is each month I want to provide donations for each organization is my goal, whether it's $5 or $5,000. But we can do this. If you could donate, I want y'all to do this for a whole year with me. Do this with me, and it will be amazing. With that said, I want everybody to start donating $1 a month. And then that dollar will go to that organization that we choose each month. And we're going to do one every month. And I think this is feasible. It's not crazy expensive. And I think it can be done. And so today you will see a post where you can do Venmo payments, Facebook payment, or you can meet me here in person and hand me $1. But with that said, if we just do this, our town will be thriving by the end of the year. We could help these people out that, sometimes just fly under the radar when it comes to funds. Because not everybody can get help like, government funds like, some people can, because they do have the help for that. But again, if you see on here that so far on the list, we got BARC, the Black History Museum, Caring Hearts United, CASA, Children's Advocacy Center, Families in Crisis, the Genealogical and Historical Association, Habitat for Humanity, Hamilton Street Activity Center, Heritage Alliance Museum, Home, Hope Center, Kids of the Community, Main Street McMinnville, Meals on Wheels, My Father's Closet, McMinnville Special Games, Senior Center, Warren Arts, Viola Valley Dogs, and Young Men United. And then we did get a comment. And of course, the Darling Farms Inc. Rescue and Rehab. Yes. So again, if you or someone you know is not on that list, please add them to it in the comments, because our goal is to get as many organizations taken care of this year. That's my goal. And I think we can do it. So, and I would love to donate at least $5,000 a month to each organization, because I think that's my goal. So if you want to be a part of that, message me at 931-305-0869, and I can tell you how to be a part of that. I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Friday from 8:30 to 10. And you need to let me know if you're coming sometimes, because I do put meetings in there as well. But this is going to be called our Donation Dollar Club. And each month we're going to pick a new organization to get those funds. And right now, the month of June is the Darling Farms Inc. Rescue and Rehab. They just recently collected a lot of the animals that was abused and or neglected from the stands. So that's why we're trying to help them out first. And of course, we've also compiled up a list for you as well. Let's go back before I say anything else. Love that. Love that. Also, be on the lookout. It is the YSI is officially started today. my son. That's why he is not here with me. He is at YSI right now, having a blast. And today, if I could say today, they're going to be down at the farm. Now, the dismissal, if you're in YSI, this is very important. The dismissal is always in the morning at West Elementary. You drop them off. But with that said, depending on your class, it's different. And let me go to my text message Amanda sent me. She said she helped me out this morning. Okay. Let's see. Second grade, third grade, fourth grade. Excuse me. I don't know where pickup is. Oh, here it is. Okay. So each one is different. I'm going to share this on our page. But each day they're going to do something really cool. Like this week, they're going down to the farm. They are going to a Swanee farm located at the Swanee University in Monteagle. Tomorrow, they're doing a historic Sam Davis home. This week, they're going to go to Hot Wheels, do like a Decades Day. Also, they're going to play a Survivor thing at Rock Island with some kayaks and stuff. They're going to learn about where the Civil War survivors helped to build the piers. It's just so neat. And then, of course, the places you will go, Splash Island. And that's just week one. So make sure you guys check that out. It's just so much fun seeing that. Let's see. I want to say this while I'm passing through. They're changing up I do the On the Road Again show normally. But they already had 16 acts, and I was like, no, I'll just watch, because we had the baby. But before I left, Lindell asked me if I didn't care to be Lainey Wilson coming up for their June 29th and also the fair. So I'm going to be wearing some bell bottoms, y'all. And I cannot wait because it's just going to be exciting. Don't forget, Warren County Summer School has officially started as well. There's no bus transportation, so be aware of that with all these school-related stuff. I guess officially summer school has started this week for a lot of folks. So be aware, be diligent. Of course, summer is all about summer games and tailgating at events, whether it's baseball, softball, swim team, whatever related. And of course, also too, June is Daddy's month, man. It's all about Father's Day. So you want to get your special dad something really sweet. Well, if he is a huge UT Vols fan, they at the Hitch Outfitters will love this type of competition. It's UT Vols Jenga style. So if you got a dad, they also have just a whole nice, cool little setup. And I cannot wait. I've been talking to Jackie and them at the chamber, and Jackie and her husband are so excited that the Butcher on Main is just ever so thriving and moving forward. But with that said, hopefully sometime this month, they will be opening up their doors real soon. The Warren County High School is looking for a boys and girls tennis coach for the 24 and 25 season. So you can apply at warrenschools.com. Make sure you check that out. Also, I have to give a shout out to Ray Bishop and his movement in this Bishop's Boxing Club. I love it. I think it's ever so great. I need to get him and talk to him. But congratulations to Blaine Jones, Jaden Fielding, and Isaiah Sullivan. They are all pictured in the newspaper this week with they won champions. They got belts, man. I was like, are we watching AEW? But I'm so excited for them. Some folks here in McMinnville thriving and just making a change and making a difference. A special event going on Tuesday, June the 11th at the Twisted Yogis. It's at 6 o'clock. Restorative class with song bowls. $20 a space is limited. Doors open at 5:30. So again, if you want to do that gentle stretches, restorative yoga with the singing bowls, that's going to be located on, it says Revive and Restore. It's $20. It's going to be on the 11th, June 11th at 6 o'clock, and it's just an hour. So make sure you check them out. I was there. I need to start going back now that I've had my own surgeries and stuff are done. I can get back to my normal routine. But if you can't make those classes, they do have other class availabilities. Wednesdays are 4:45 p.m. class is now Thursdays at 5:30. This will be a gentle flow, perfect for anyone just starting their yoga practice. Our class days and times do not change, only the instructors. So this week's schedule is Monday, 5:30 p.m. Power Flow with Susan. Wednesday is 5:30 Heated Power Flow with Mindy. Thursday, 5:30 Gentle Flow with Susan, great for beginners. And Saturday at 9 a.m. Heated Power Flow with Serena. So make sure you check that out. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I did see this the other day. So this Friday, at the Heritage Event Center, they're doing a cornhole blind draw. Now it starts at, let me see, get all the deets. Let me pull it up here. The blind draw, $5 cover, $10 entry. It's a 90% payout. BYOB, cans only. Anything else? I don't know. I want to know more. Discussion. Nope. Okay. And that's all it says. But again, if you're interested in this, if you love cornhole, it's going to be at the Heritage Event Center located at 303 South High Street in McMinnville. So that's going to be fun. The Young Men United posted to the Warren County citizens on behalf of Donald Crisp, DC, and family. We'd like to say thank you for your support today and the Benefit and Appreciation Day for DC. Thank you to each and every one of you from the bottom of our hearts. He was overwhelmed with the turnout. God, I love it. Okay. See if I see anything else. The Warren County Middle School tryouts are going to be for baseball. Baseball tryouts, y'all. Warren County Middle School baseball tryouts are on June the 14th at 5 p.m. at the Warren County Middle School for anyone that missed the first tryout. So I don't know how many tryouts they're going to have for the Warren County Middle School baseball team, but if you have a child that's in middle school and that wants to play baseball for the Pioneers, this is a good opportunity to get on that, and that's going to be on June the 14th at 5 p.m. Let's see. Seen that. Okay. I think that's it as far as that goes. And then let's go to our community calendar. And of course, our community calendar is being brought to you by Reddick Brown Ford. Right now, they got amazing deals going on. They extended, first and foremost, if you are located 15 miles close, from Reddick Brown Ford, you can actually schedule a free pickup and delivery with them using the special coupon and go online to do that. And you just call them whether you need your car detailed or a tune-up. They will come and get it for you, and it's free as long as you're in the 15-mile radius of there. And then, but right now they have a special going on. Of course, it is Father's Day, so if you want to get your Father's Day a gift and do a car detailing, they even have a special coupon for that as well. You can see that on their website as well as on our newsletter this week. because they are one of our half-page sponsors for the newsletter. Going on this week, Main Street Live with the TC Bryant Band. Don't forget, also this Saturday is the second Saturday in downtown, as well as, not to forget to mention, at the Tire Mart, they're doing cars and coffee that morning. So make sure you check that out. Another thing going on is Sunday Fun Day at Sammy Farm and Cow Rescue. And right now, every animal rescue probably here in McMinnville and beyond is overwhelmed with some animals that are in need of some tender, loving care, as I say. So if you ever want to, though, go to the Sammy Farm Cow Rescue and Rehab Facility. You can go on line and register, whether it's just by yourself or with a group, whatever you got. Coming up this week as well, in the next 2 weeks, we got the Tourism Development Board meeting on the 10th, the Industrial Development Board meeting on the 11th, and then, of course, on Friday, the 14th, is Main Street Live, Taylor's Thread. And then on the 15th is the monthly meeting for the Warren County Genealogical Historical Association. Yeah. Okay. And it's also my countdown to my birthday, me and my baby girl's birthday. So it's going to be a great time. I also want to do a quick shout out. I don't have it on me right now. I accidentally left it at that. Well, no, I didn't accidentally. I put it on the wall at my house. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. So I love my mother to death. She knows that words can never truly express how much we have the love for each other. Because, again, I know everybody says that, mothers and daughters, there's a time they don't get along. And I don't believe that when it comes to me and my mom. It's not that we don't get along on some things. We still discuss it. We talk through it. But with that said, I love my mother, and my mother loves me full-heartedly. And I wanted to end on this because she does support me in the things I do, and I am so grateful and thankful that I have a mother that does that for me. But with that said, she surprised me with putting my business in the Southern Standard in Sunday's edition. And I don't know if you're going to get to see it or not. There it is. Yeah, it's going to just rotate it. But anyways, I'm trying to get the glare off. There you go. So it is a full page ad. Thanks, Mom. I love you. And it literally says Randall Walker Farms welcomes Warren First, Kelly Walker Slaughter's new adventure for news, local events, and anything Warren County needs. And it has everything on there from what we do on the show to daily podcast to text club to weekly newsletter and how you can find us on social media. And, of course, my tagline, and remember, Warren County, keep it first. Because I always say we need to keep ourselves first. It's not us being selfish, because when we take care of our community and our people, when there's other people that are in need outside of that, we can do that. We can accomplish that. So with that said, thank you to my mom for doing that. And a shout out to the Southern Standard this morning as it was in the full page. And I was like, oh my God, that's mine. That's me. So it's just ever so humbling. And the ribbon cutting picture was great with the streamers. Thank you, Jackie, Melissa, and Lakeland, and all you guys that helped put that together. And I will tell you, it will ever be one of the most memorable and humbling experiences I've ever had in my entire life. And I will never take that for granted. And for everybody that has come up to me afterwards that said they couldn't be there, and for Duke when he was here last Friday and said what he did, and I love him like a brother. It's just, I know why God, when you figure out why you are supposed to be, what's your purpose, I should say it like that. When you figure out what your purpose here is on life, you just don't understand the weight that comes off your shoulder. It's like, whoa. And I know that I was put on this earth to be the voice for people that cannot talk. So for all you people that are not public speakers, that have don't fret. I am here for you. Your ideal, if you think isn't great, I will either say it's great or I'll help you make it better. I will promise you that. I want to help get the word out on anything, city, county, anything going on. Literally anything going on. People over the weekend asked me, well, what do you talk about on your show? And I said, everything. Everything Warren County. I am not discriminating. No. And so if you have anything that you want me to talk about, you have got to let me know. My number is 931-305-0869. I've already made the big, huge step by putting all this together for you guys. Now I need you, because I'm not, the only way I can be successful is if you are successful. And the way you become successful is to call me, to text me, email me. And like I said to some folks, sometimes you have to constantly remind me, because a lot of people do message me. But with that said, if for some reason you have an event that you're just not too sure about and you're like, well, what do you think about this? I'll tell you. And, and that's what I'm here for. I want to be the voice. I want to be your voice. I do. I truly do. And I've never been shy ever. I've always had a smile on my face. Just this morning, I was trying to find some information about two people, because I would like to do a interest page for our next upcoming newsletter. And to the point where I know where these people live, but I don't know their name. And I said, I don't care to go knock on their door. And if they don't live there, because I need to know. I heard that's where they live. I'm not for sure if that's where they live, but I heard these two people live there. So, but with that said, I want to thank everybody that makes Warren First what it is today. I want to thank the girls that help me, that have as big as heart as I do for this community. I want to thank my family, my mom, my husband, my kids. It's another outlet for my son to do what he wants to do as well, be in the public. He's my little mini-me. He really is. And then I want to thank all my friends that are practically my family members, because I love each and every one of you like you're my family. And last but not least, because I feel like I always got to say, you guys are worth it. Warren County community, you guys are worth this time I give in. So please, if there's anything I can do for you, feel free, call or text me at 931-305-0869. But with that said, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of this June 3rd day, as now we're counting the days till it's the true summer. Even though when it's hot and humid, I think it's summer weather anyways. But with that said, take care. God bless. And remember, Warren County, keep it first. Keep yourself